friends, it's Paige Evans, and I created a Project Life album using this new Turn the Page kit, available in Joann's, and it includes 180 cards. Flip it over on the back. It has 30 4x6 journaling cards, 30 4x6-inch title cards, and 120 3x4-inch journaling cards. So in this album that I made, it is of our trip to Disneyland a few weeks ago, and I tried to use one of every card. I almost did that. There's the front and back side, and I tried to use a front and back of each one. This charm is from my friend Emily. Emily Inspired Designs on Etsy. Super cute little frame. I put a D sticker. There's a little bottle with a camera and the Eiffel Tower, which would have been great for Paris too, huh? Pack your bags charm and all these little bells and airplane, teacup, tassel, sequins. It's super cute, so I highly recommend her shop on Etsy. And this is a 6x8 handbook album that I got from Studio Calico. I don't think it is available anymore. And then I embellished here and there with Turn the Page things like the puffy stickers, washi tape. These mini alphabet stickers are actually from the 30-page sticker book, which you can also find at Joann. And I mean, I've been using this sticker book for ages, and there's still tons of stickers left, so another great buy. Anyway, so the Turn the Page Project Life cards are perfect for Disneyland. It's very pastel and colorful, and I just want to do a flip through. So this is a full-sized photo. It's 6x8 inches. I fussy cut these clouds from one of the cards, as well as the sentiment, and I added some hand stitching so the clouds look like they're hanging. This is a cut file that I offered for free in my Happy Scrappy Facebook, or Happy Scrappy Place Facebook group, and I backed the clouds with cards from the kit. There are about 4 designs, 4 of each design, and so I had lots of leftovers, which is great. And so I used some of the leftovers to back these clouds. And here we go. The album is created chronologically, so this is the night that we arrived. And in our hotel room was a paper pad, so I used a piece of paper from that pad to type our journaling. And I used a We Are Memory Keepers hole punch to add a hole reinforcer right there, and it just tucks in between the photo and the card. So it's kind of like a pocket. And I love having interactive elements as well. So here we go. I started using some of the cards, adding handwritten journaling. On this 6x8 photo, I fussy cut butterflies from one of the cards and then hand stitched over them to create a trail. These are Turn the Page stickers. So you know the phrase is usually best day ever, but since we were there for 3 days, it's best days ever. And I machine stitched over them to keep them in place permanently. I use a Brother sewing machine that I got from Walmart many, many years ago, and it still works like a charm, and it sews through these chipboard stickers super easily. And then I wanted to include our map, so I just punched a tab, stitched it on, and then it opens up to reveal the map that we used. You can see all the ones that we marked off, all the rides that we went on. And then to add it inside, I just folded a piece of cardstock in half, punched holes, and glued this right in. More cards. This is from the exact same card. Oh wait, no, that's false. This is actually a bird die cut from Turn the Page. Here I cut around the flower, but not all the way because that would have cut it out. But I hand cut partially around the flowers and the leaves and then bent them up to create dimension. I used the We Are Memory Keepers typecast typewriter to type journaling on this card, and I added hand-stitched details to this card. This stars card, I fussy cut the same stars from a same card and glued them on top with dimensional adhesive so that they, create dimension. And here I just stitched some sequins below the journaling. On this page, hand journaling. So I tried to mix either journaling written by hand, using a typewriter and also using the font Remington Noiseless and typing and printing it. So here's a piece of our ticket stubs and then pieces of our fast passes. Now, this is one of my favorite things about this. So this isn't included in the Project Life kit or Turn the Page, but I Googled hitchhiking ghosts and I found this image and I put it in Adobe Illustrator and I changed the opacity so it wasn't black, it was gray, and then I printed it on a piece of vellum. So now it's kind of fun. They're like ghosts. Sometimes you can see it and sometimes you can't. So flip that over and this leads to a big 6x8 picture in front of the Haunted Mansion. On this full 6x8 photo, I fussy cut flowers and then did a French knot to attach them in place. So I love having floral details. Nothing too fancy on this side, just a plain card, 4x6 photo, and I used the typecast to type on this journaling card. Here I added a piece of washi tape and machine stitched over it and journaled on the card. And then in this pocket, this is a 2-inch square 6x8 pocket page, I trimmed some of the journaling cards into 2-inch squares, and then these are puffy stickers from Turn the Page, and so I just mixed in all of those fun elements. On the back sides of some of the cards, I added Turn the Page ribbon pieces and machine stitched around those ones to keep the ribbon in place permanently. It says Jane gave it a thumbs down. She did not like any of the roller coasters. That's okay, we'll try again when she's older. Here's a coaster that we got in our hotel room. So on the back, I trimmed more of the Project Life cards into strips and then journaled along the strips. On this photo, I did some decorative machine stitching and also fussy cut a flower and adhered it with dimensional adhesive. Full page photo of going down Splash Mountain. I added a pennant paper clip through this. It's like the exact same design printed on this journaling card, so I thought that was kind of fun. Hand stitching details, I just stitched right over the sentiment that was already printed on here. Journaled on this card and added a sequin to the ends. This I used specialty scallop scissors just to cut a really thin strip. Just adds a little something extra right there. Had to talk about the frog. It was a ginormous frog. You can't really tell from the photo, but it was probably like this big. It just jumped across the path. It was really cool. And I swear the Turn the Page Project Life Kit is perfect for Disneyland because a little birdie told me, which is perfect for the Tiki Room. So all the birds talking about the Tiki Room. Here it's one of the techniques I've been doing throughout, which is I fussy cut some of the same flowers and put them back in place. Added a couple of puffy flower stickers. Oh, these are some hand stitching details, just stitched right over the pattern. I trimmed down just one line of the photos from the 6x8 page protectors, pocket page protectors, and did a row of photos. And on the back I used the Turn the Page sequins and thickers to create a title that says Buds, because they're buds. Day 2, so I added scalloped washi tape and did some scalloped machine stitching across this card and then added a chipboard butterfly sticker to the photo. Since this was the start of a new day, I wanted there to be some kind of division. And so I found this cut file on Etsy and I like how it's a picture of the castle and it's got a Mickey head, and then I just decorated it a little bit with chipboard stars and put it on a transparency so it's see-through. I filled this 6x8 pocket page with 2-inch squares trimmed from all the journaling cards in the Project Life kit, and then I added a heart sticker on top from the 30-page sticker book. Here I trimmed down a 6x8 photo into 2-inch squares and placed it inside the pocket. It's kind of a fun way to include a large photo. We celebrated our 11th anniversary, so had to get a lovey-dovey photo in here. Here I stitched a heart charm from my Oh My Heart collection inside this heart printed on this card and added hand stitching around it. Journaled with a white pen on this darker card and then added puffy flower sticker details. This card, I know it's vertical instead of horizontal, but it works. I like having all these flower details. Here I trimmed down a pocket and then added some extra photos. The year that we went, machine stitched it in place. This is another one of my cut files, and I backed it with a 12 by 12 paper from Turn the Page. I just wanted a little something extra right here because I had a photo on this side and I didn't know what to put on this side, so when in doubt, use a cut file. So here's a full 6 by 8 photo, and I trimmed a journaling card to create these photo corners and then stitched around. And again, another reason my Turn the Page is perfect for Disneyland is these teacups. There's a lot of teacup elements throughout Turn the Page. Perfect for the teacup ride. Again, fussy cut the same images and adhered them on top with dimensional adhesive. I placed a chipboard floral sticker over, I believe it's a coffee mug. So I just covered it up with a chipboard flower sticker, and Jane and her pose, it's just so funny. And then we headed over to California Adventure. So once again, I just added our map that we used into the album. So that's a fun memento. Now over in California Adventure, we went on all kinds of the little kid rides. Plain journaling card, I might go back in and add hand stitching details. Used the typecast typewriter to type journaling on this card. And lots of journaling. I had a lot of things to say about these photos, as well as some photos that I didn't take on rides. Cute photo of Jane. And then we saw the Frozen production, which was really cool. And I actually didn't take photos inside the theater, so these photos are from the internet, but it's exactly what we saw. And I wanted to include that memory in this album because it was one of my favorite things. On the back side, I trimmed, oh, this is a custom made journaling pocket actually. I used the fuse tool to fuse these lines and then an X-Acto knife to create the pockets. But you have to make sure to put something plastic or a chipboard piece when you're cutting the X-Acto knife pocket, or else it'll just cut through all the layers. So really good use for the fuse tool here. On the back side, I trimmed the journaling cards to fit in these pockets. Trimmed another 6 by 8 pocket into this one line for a cute quad of photos, and on the back side I used the Turn the Page stamps to stamp these stars over this printed journaling. There were these 2 postcards in our hotel room, and Fox and Jane used a pen to color them in, and on the back side I asked them to write down their favorite ride. My favorite ride is Splash Mountain, Fox Thomas Evans. My favorite ride is Ariel, Little Mermaid ride, Jane Catherine Evans. This starts day 3, and again I wanted to have some kind of fun way to divide it, and so I googled a Mickey head image, printed it out onto plain printer paper, put the printer paper over this transparency, poked the holes, and then did the string art. So it's actually got string on both sides because it's see-through, so you see both sides. This is a heart fussy cut from one of the cards, and I used the alphabet stickers from the 30-page sticker book right there. This is a scalloped border punched from one of the cards. This one is plain. Again, I might go in and add some hand stitching details, but I'm happy with the way it is. All right, so here we've got stars printed on the card, so I came in with the chipboard stars stickers and stapled them in place. Here I fussy cut the same butterflies and adhered them with dimensional adhesive back on top. This is the typecast typewriter on the journaling cards. Again, fussy cut the same flowers and adhered them on top. Used the same scalloped border punch to punch just a little tiny piece and stitched it in place. All I did on this page was add a puffy heart sticker. So here I did hand stitching around the oval, and then I cut a same sized oval to write journaling because this card is simply floral and I wanted a spot to write journaling. Trimmed down a pocket page protector for these photos and journaling cards. And that's about going on the storybook boat ride. Space Mountain. So again, I used a white pen to write on this darker card. Stapled one of our tickets on top of this page so that it flips up, and then use the typecast on this one again. And then on this one, I trimmed one of the pages in half, so it was just these 2 sections. We're almost finished. The last journaling card, and then I wanted something fun again to bring more interest to the final pages, and so I die cut this Fun at Disneyland card and backed it with more extras. I still had so many leftover cards even at this point when I'd reached the end, so it is a good value. The last page is this pocket page, which includes photos that I didn't have space for throughout the album, but I still wanted to include, and all I did was add a star sticker here, a heart sticker there, and I wrote "Until next time." So again, you can find the Turn the Page Project Life Kit at Joann. It is perfect for Disneyland and many other adventures. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to enter my giveaway on Instagram, and I will see you again soon.